Carburetor on this mower keeps giving me trouble. I've taken it apart and cleaned it like 3 or 4 times, and every time same thing happens. It'll run fine for a little while and then it'll start starving for fuel. I'll take it apart again, find more dirt in the carburetor. So I'm going to take it apart again and hopefully clean it out permanently this time. And I have already changed the fuel filter and flushed the fuel lines out, and that didn't seem to make any difference. Got the carburetor all disassembled. I took out everything that I could unscrew, all the bolts and jets that I could get to and everything. See, it's pretty filthy. I did spray the outside off with some brake cleaner just to try to knock the chunks off. The inside doesn't look too bad, but there's definitely some residue in there. You can see more of it in the bowl here, especially around this lip where the seal goes. This is what I keep finding clogging like the jets and the fuel inlet and whatnot. So hopefully we can get all that cleaned out real good. Put all the parts into some plastic bags and then covered them in pine sol, which the internet says works really well on aluminum. And now I'm just going to fill it up the rest of the way with some warm tap water to try to help the heater out. It's got a heater, but it's only 600 watts, which is probably not quite big enough for as much liquid as this thing holds. But I'm going to fill it up and turn it on and I guess just let it run for about 15 minutes or so. You can hear a lot more than you can see, so I'll just bring you back when it's done. I ran this stuff for about 45 minutes in total. I think the water temperature got up to about 50 degrees Celsius is what it said. I just pulled it out, rinsed it off, and blew it off with compressed air, and I think this stuff looks really good. This part especially got really clean. Carburetor body looks good. It does have like some weird residue or something. Like you can see that green stuff on the throttle shaft. I'm not sure what that is. And there's definitely some spots like kind of down in there where it didn't actually clean out completely. I get the idea that you should probably pre-clean any caked on areas because it doesn't seem to do very well with like thick buildup. Got some rust or something on those, but all in all I think it looks really good. A whole lot better than it did. This piece came clean, that's nice. I thought that might not work as well because I think this is a piece of steel, but it looks great. Of course the jets and all the little small parts. I didn't put this plastic float in there because I thought it might be too fragile and it wasn't really dirty anyway. But everything else, this copper washer, that looks good too. But anyway, I got some new gaskets and seals and whatnot, so I'm going to put this thing back together. I put everything back together, so let's see if this thing will run. I took this thing out and ran it for a few hours cutting grass. It seems to be running just fine. So yeah, I'm gonna call that a complete success. This cleaner worked really good. That's the model number and information and whatnot, just in case you want to know. This is a shifter lever off of a milling machine. As you can see, it is broken. Now you could try welding this back together, but I'm pretty sure this is die-cast aluminum alloy, and that's like impossible to weld. So I want to try just super gluing it back together, but for that to be successful, it needs to be as clean as possible. So let's toss it in the ultrasonic. I ran these for 30 minutes, pulled them out, dried them off. They look really good. So I'm gonna try to glue them together. That didn't actually work at all. I accidentally glued everything together and got this plunger stuck in this part. And then when I was trying to free that up, I just broke this back off. So I actually made it worse. I'm going to try welding this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but I really don't have anything to lose by trying. After some more welding and filing and messing around, this is what I ended up with. Kind of melted the knob a little bit there, but it does still work. I've got one more small engine related thing that I wanted to work on. This leaf blower will not run. Whenever I bought it, it would run, but it would starve for fuel. And I remember taking the carburetor off, and I think there was something wrong with the diaphragm, and I like cut a little piece off of it or something and got it working again. But it worked for a while and then kind of just slowly got worse and worse, and now it won't run at all. So I've got an actual gasket kit for the carburetor, and I'm going to see if I can take it apart and fix it right. Took the carburetor apart and found, well, I don't know what this is, but it's some kind of screen it looks like, and it is just plugged solid with something. And there's a little bit of kind of the same stuff built up on this side too. Also, there is a little spot on the diaphragm right here that's raised, that little area there, and that sits right over the top of the, like the inlet, the fuel inlet right there, the metering valve or whatever it's called, and I think that is not allowing it to open all the way, or maybe at all. I'm gonna run this through the ultrasonic and replace this and the other gaskets, and hopefully it'll be good to go. I ran that for about 30 minutes and it looks absolutely amazing. I can't get over how good this thing is at cleaning like fine details. Hopefully you can see that little screen. That is for the fuel inlet. It's super fine, and I mean, it just cleaned it out perfectly. There's not a speck of anything left on it. And like all these little bitty holes for the jets and whatever else all that stuff is, they look perfect. It's kind of remarkable. Like say, it's not very good at removing lots of buildup. You need to pre-clean whatever you're gonna put in there, but yeah, for cleaning out little holes and passages and whatnot, it works exceptionally well. Put it all back together, so let's see how it runs.